Hello and welcome to Mountain Patriot Homestead. Today we are going to be making a homemade Chex Mix for springtime, for any time. But because the colors we're using today are pastels and that sort of thing, we're just going to call it a springtime Chex Mix. We're going to call it something because apparently I can't say it. But let's get started. The first thing I've done is taking my rimmed baking sheet and just lined the bottom of it with parchment and up the sides, just so our candy will be easy to remove. You could be using your oven set at a low temperature. I've got mine about 200 degrees and it's melting a baking almond bark. You could also be using something like the white chocolate melting wafers, whatever your favorite type of white chocolate is to cook with. I'm just using almond bark. That's what I have. So into a large bowl, I am going to put approximately 3 cups. Sorry for all the rustling. I'm going to put approximately 3 cups Alright, this is approximately 3 cups of a honey nut Chex type cereal. Now these aren't exactly Chex cereals. These are called Toasters. It's another brand, but it was honey nut. It's got cinnamon. It almost tastes like little graham crackers, and I thought it would do very well in this recipe. That is 2 cups of Honey Nut Cheerio type cereal. About one and a half cups of peanuts. Now if you want to use salted, if you want to use honey roasted, whatever type of peanuts is your favorite. These are just dry roasted peanuts with a light salt. And this is about 1.5 cups of pretzels. Actually, that's a little bit more, but about 1.5 cups of pretzels. Now, if you can find the little mini pretzels, there's some that are a lot smaller than this, but this is not a bad size. Then you'll just come in here. You're just going to kind of mix this up. Chase Cheerios across the house. You're just going to mix those up together, just like that. You can use a spoon or something if you want to, but it takes me forever, and I'll be chasing a whole lot more Cheerios across the house if I do that. So just use my hands. Now I'm going to check on my almond bark that is melting and see how it's coming along. Oh yeah, that's nice. See how nice and melted? And that is easy. Just if you've got a metal container like this that's oven safe, just putting it in the oven for a few minutes at 200 degrees melts it nicely. Now what I'm going to do, rather than pouring this over that, I am going to just put this right in there. And now I'm just going to stir it up together. Maybe I'm not going to grab the side of the pan because it's hot. I pulled my baking sheet back over closer, and I am just going to dump all of this right in to this right on to this baking sheet, I guess. Now, I will tell you, I use about 10 ounces of the almond bark. If you want to up your amount of chocolate or almond bark to make everything stick just a little bit better, you can certainly do so. I just went lighter with it here, but you can use more if you want to. Try this piece. Oh yeah, that is good. Okay, so I've got that. I'm going to come in here right on top of this. This is about a 10-ounce bag of M&Ms, and this is just plain. You could use peanut if you wanted to. This is just plain. Pretty spring colors, those pastel colors. You can just try to get them as even across through there as you want to. Okay, just, you know, try to cover up bare spots, and there you go. And then if you like, if you have any of those pretty pastel sprinkles, or these are just little stars, you can come in there and just make it your own. Make it as pretty as you'd like. Whew, got a little heavy right there in that spot, but you know what? That's okay. Yeah, you just decorate this up however you like it. So here you go, the pretty spring colors. And throughout the year, you know, M&Ms tend to change colors for Halloween and Christmas and that sort of thing. So you could adapt this and change up these colors, use different sprinkles, use whatever you want to, edible confetti or whatever on this, and make it as pretty as you'd like. And you know, use it for all types and times of the year. So now I am going to, you can either let this sit out for 20 or 30 minutes and let it cool, or you can put it in the refrigerator and speed that up a little bit, and it's about 10 minutes in the refrigerator and it'll be good. So I'm going to stick it in the fridge. And once it has set, you can break it apart into pieces to serve. You could serve it in little gift bags, on platters, just whatever suits you. Now again, if you want to use more of the almond bark or the white chocolate to give it a more hardened effect, because this really isn't hard, see, it will break apart easily. But if you want it to be more set up and more candy-like, you can definitely add more of the chocolate or the bark in with it, and it will do so. So let's give it a taste. So here I've got this. This has got pretzels, it's got cereal, it's got a peanut. Let's just give it a try. I like, sorry, trying to not talk with my mouth full. Can you hear that wind blowing? Yes, it's been blowing like that for weeks, it seems like. But anyway, I'll try to talk over it. But again, you add more chocolate if you want to, more almond bark if you want to. Put whatever toppings you like on it. But I think this is very delicious, just like it is. This, you could use the Chex cereal. I went for the lower cost cereal, but boy, it still has a really good flavor, especially that honey nut flavor mixing in with the almond bark and the M&Ms and the pretzels and the salty sweet kind of thing going on. So this is a holiday Chex Mix, and you just suit it to whatever holiday, whether it's just celebrating being alive. You enjoy it. And let me know down in the comments if you like it. If you like this channel, please subscribe, give me a thumbs up. But most of all, I hope you come back again real soon. I love y'all. Mountain Patriot Homestead, signing out.